Manishi, um, how do you look at the market given the fact that we have geopolitical risk coming back, we have earnings now coming in, and they are decent by what we have seen so far?
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Sajid, for having me here. And a very good morning to you and your viewers. Now, in response to your question, how do I see the markets given all these headwinds that are approaching? A one word summary would be volatile in the near term. India was actually beginning to do quite well from June onwards as this massive AI anxiety set in. And consequently, the large North Asian markets turned wobbly. They still are. But I think, this recent resumption of the Middle Eastern hostilities has kind of put a spoke in that wheel. So while we had the rupee quite stabilizing quite nicely, we have had another spike in the US dollar and a consequent rupee depreciation over the last couple of weeks. Um, we are seeing some degree of earnings estimate upgrades, but they have also got a bit muted over the last couple of weeks. And on top of that, if we do have, the commodity prices spiking again, that would have an adverse impact on consumer discretionary, on industrials, and a whole host of other Indian sectors. So this is, basically two or three things need to be sorted out before we see a sustainable bounce back in bullishness. One, geopolitics, and consequently, the commodity prices, particularly energy, which would in turn stabilize the currency. Earnings recovery is important. Over the last 2 years, India has had a persistently declining earnings trajectory. Earnings estimates have always been whittled down. That needs to reverse. We're seeing nascent signs of that, but obviously, we need to see more of that.